What up, SFAM? It's your boy Lynch back again with another motherfucking video. SFAM stand up. SFAM salute. Stay focused and motivated. Get motivated up in this jank one time. Day 12, y'all. Day 12, y'all. Videos back to back to back every day in a row. Knocking them out for the Christmas time, y'all. I like it, man. Gotta give a big shout out today, SFAM, to Fast Donnie 316, Army King, YSL Vince, the Grand Admiral Thrawn, Grand Admiral up in the building, Defiant Tents, and to DK, all for putting that hashtag SFAM React and putting that link to the video in the comment section. Today, speaking of Christmas and the Christmas spirit, we got Angry Cops up in here, and he's feeling mighty Christmassy today, y'all. Today. Singing the Christmas carols, bringing us to watch the Sergeant Major Grinch cancels Christmas for the Marines. So, y'all, I can only imagine what's gonna happen. This Sergeant Major is being real grimy to the Marines. I don't know how, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know, but we about to get into it, man. Big shout out to everybody who hit the request. Hey, man, y'all gotta make sure, attention to detail, Boot for Life, and Sheev Parker Jr. Y'all gotta put that hashtag SFAM React up in there, man. Gotta put it up in there. But we getting ready to get up into this jank, man. Hope y'all having a happy holiday so far, on the way to Christmas. Y'all ready to do this, man? SFAM stand up, SFAM salute, stay focused, motivated, get motivated up in this jank one time. Let's go!
Dashing through the snow with the one-horse
Open sleigh!
My drill sergeant says it's tingling.
Got the mustache.
One thing.
No, I don't know what it
Sergeant
is.
Major's canceling Christmas. Yeah.
He's gonna save it? Nope, he doesn't save it.
You're
Still
a
there.
mean one. Mr. Grinch, you've got
And
tentacles
he's
for
wearing
fingertips and you lack half a spine, Sergeant Mage.
29 pounds.
If he lacks half a spine, he must be scared of something, y'all. Let me get a little bit closer for you. If he lacks half a spine, he must be scared of something, y'all. Scared of something? Come on, man. Sergeant Major can't be. Let's go, man.
The place where all Marines' dreams go to die has become even more of a hellscape. That's right, Satan's asshole decided to check off one more box in its bucket list and cancel Christmas for the Marines of 2nd Battalion, 7th Infantry Regiment. A base can't technically cancel Christmas, but a Sergeant Major can. Now the man canceling Christmas is Sergeant Major Brett. Oh, that's...
Look at him, man. That is crazy, man. Somebody did some good editing on that, man. It would have been tight if the fur was a little bit over the collar. But he must be staying in accordance with whatever the Marine regulation is. I don't even know what they have, man. I don't know what they got. But this is crazy, man. I wonder if the Marines are pissed off about this, man. Let's go.
It's a mistake. Who put that up there? Goodness gracious, take that down. This is the real Sergeant Major Bradley.
Right.
Now, why is the Sergeant Major's hot cross bun so hot and crossed? And the standing rumor is that 2 Lance Corporals in the Marines decided to duke it out during Thanksgiving. Now, canceling block leave isn't the correct words I would choose, but it's close. You see, Sergeant Major...
Not to cancel block leave, but to disapprove of them requesting to go on leave. That's a thing. But why would he do... I wonder who... Did he do it for the whole battalion or a company or something? What did he say? I know he said it, man. Let's keep it moving. I know he's going to explain. Let's go.
Decided that each company should have 8 of its duty posts filled by NCOs only. Now, technically, he isn't canceling their leave, but he is throwing a wrench in it, so much so that almost every 4 days, an NCO has to return back to post in order to stand in their duty positions.
Because the Lance Corporals were fighting?
Wouldn't that just jack up your Christmas leave if every 3 days you had to go back to post? Florida, back to post, back to Florida, back to post. I don't think these NCOs have that kind of cash, Sergeant Major. And so by throwing this massive wrench into these NCOs' travel plans, he is in a way canceling their block leave.
He is, true.
Come on, Sergeant Major. 2 Marines duking it out? Isn't that the fucking point of the Marines? The only reason why the United States keeps you guys around is because you're like our abused pit bull puppy that we keep on a leash, ready to release into the wild against our enemies so you can take out your anger and aggression on them.
But Battle, what would we do if 2 soldiers were fighting though, man? If 2 soldiers were fighting, I wouldn't. Were the NCOs there and just let it happen? That's my question. Were they just there and let it happen? Now, if it was me, if I was an NCO and I was there and 2 soldiers were fighting, of course I would break it up. But now, if I was Sergeant Major and the 2 soldiers were fighting, I would just ruin it for them. I wouldn't hit up the NCOs with it. See, that's where I see where he's coming from. I see where my battle buddy's coming from with how the Sergeant Major's canceling Christmas for everybody. But I don't know his view yet, so we gonna keep it going. Let's go.
You can only beat a dog so hard, Sergeant Major. No block leave for you, Marine. No block leave. Punished for fighting. Punished for fighting. Chesty Puller would be shitting in his grave.
Now, I can see them fighting someone else. Maybe a soldier from a different battalion. Something, just depending on the situation. But 2 soldiers in the same battalion or in the same company or something like that fighting each other, that's like not even promoting the whole battle buddy system thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like derailing it. It's like defacing it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I see where Sergeant Major's coming from. I'll be pissed off too. I get pissed off when the trainees argue with each other. When they acting like little kids. I get pissed off about that. Let's go.
Even Mad Dog Mattis said he loves to fight. He gets a hoot out of it. And this Sergeant Major all of a sudden is making Marines drink from teacups and just
fight each other though, Battle.
A few soppy statements have been given by those representing the 2-7 that lead me to believe that one of 2 things is happening here. 1, they're trying to cover up this dick-headed overreaction of moron mass punishment given by the Sergeant Major, or 2, that you 2-7 are a bunch of shitbirds and you needed your pee-pee smacked a few times, and that's why you weren't allowed to go home. Naughty boys. Now the first unofficial statement is by the Regimental Sergeant Major Pompous, or Pompous.
Pompous.
Your choice. The battalion had recently gone under a hazing investigation, and there were other assaults in the barracks, along with multiple IG reports. Well, my goodness, Sergeant Major, that sounds horrible. Could you clarify on it? It seems so cut and dry. Why wouldn't you just tell us what those issues were? They're all past tense. You're using past tense. They had investigated, and their lack of clarification leaves me to question whether or not that is completely honest. 1, hazing. Who cares?
But you know, Battle, you know good and well, even in the Army it happens, man. Something big and crazy happens. Depending on what it is, you're not going to hear the whole story. There's an instance right now going on over here that the word is not all the way put out all the way. And some people feel like somebody's trying to sweep something up underneath the rug because we don't have all the information on there. That's exactly the same thing. We don't have all the information. It happens, man. It happens.
Hazing is just another term for rites of passage or tradition. It's so tiring to see leadership constantly say hazing is only a bad thing. 2, more assault, Sergeant Major? Is that in reference to the rumored?
Now, I will say this though, Battle. To me, the fighting that they're doing, that's not even hazing. So I don't even really know why Sergeant Major's even bringing that up for the fighting thing. Like, if they're going to get punished for the fighting thing, let it be that right there just for that. Why are you trying to throw other stuff up in there? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like a double jeopardy kind of thing. Well, we don't do that in the Army anyway. Let's go.
Fight that happened in Thanksgiving? So fights. So Marines are fighting. Who gives a fuck? Give them gloves, put them in a circle, and let them duke it out. Got a bunch of teenagers hopped up on testosterone.
We don't do that anymore. When we used to have the wall-to-wall counselings, when the NCOs used to fight, oh, that freaking private got a problem with me, come over here in the freaking tree line, private. Let's go ahead and get it on like that. Come the private coming out their mouth sideways. That's how we used to do in the Army. I hear about it all the freaking time. And on some instances, I bet it still happens. They just keep it on the low. Y'all feel me? Let's go.
Trying to prove that they're the best, getting ready for battle. Yeah. Somebody might get a little amped up and want to duke it out. Who cares? 3 IG reports. How are you not going to clarify on that? Just take this stupid answer that I gave you. Idiots. They're bad. There's some things. What things? Shut the fuck up, guy. They were reported. Why wouldn't you say, oh, well, we got these issues here, and that's why they're being punished?
Yeah, say what it is. Say what it is, man.
Hi, I'm Sergeant Major Pompey, Pompous, Pom. These guys are bad, all right? They're all a bunch of bad little poo-poo birds, and they deserve this punishment. Okay, thank you. Yes, Sergeant Major, but what exactly did they do?
Just say it.
Fuck you. I'm sure you could tell that I'm leaning towards more of a cover-up scenario of Sergeant Major Bradley's oops boo-boo time.
That's what happens,
and here's a
man.
little more to why I feel that way. A slippery, slimy, snake-like statement given by Major Motts. The non-commissioned officers of 2nd Battalion, 7th Marines are not forced to stand duty as punishment. In fact, there has been no increase in the overall number of Marines standing duty. Rather, the command has sought to responsibly bolster the presence of duty non-commissioned officers in the barracks to ensure good order and discipline and the safety of the Marines.
See? So they're trying to cover it up. Trying to cover it up and saying that it's not for the punishment. They're not forced to stay on duty as punishment, but the command has sought to responsibly bolster the presence of the duty non-commissioned officers in the barracks to ensure good discipline. Why not just use the freaking non-commissioned officers that are not going on leave then? If that's the case, Major and Sergeant Major, if that's the case, just use ones who are not going on leave. Let's go, man.
As scheduled, and any suggestion to the contrary is ill-informed. Wow, quite the wordy paragraph, but let's break down that den of lies. You say it's not used as a form of punishment, but Sergeant Major Pompous over here just said it was.
There you go.
He said the Marines are doing bad things and that's why they were getting punished and had to do extra duty. So, whoa, you done fucked up on your first sentence there, ma'am. Now, seeing that there is no increase in the number of Marines standing duty is just slick wordplay there. Because you're right, each company has 8 Marines that stand duty.
Go.
But here's the glitch. When you're taking 8 Marines out of an entire company, you get a lot more spacing in there so people can go on block leave. You're not showing up to go on duty every 2 or 4 days. But if you shrink that little draft pool down from, let's say, 200 Marines to 30 NCOs, those Marines are going to get a lot more days scheduled for them, even though the overall number of duty days
crazy,
or positions haven't changed. The pool did. You snake. This whole statement sounds like it's been vomited through the gritted teeth of an officer's smile.
Oh,
we haven't changed the amount of Marines. It's the same amount of Marines standing duty. Idiot. Following that, she says that the more NCOs are in there to ensure good order and discipline.
Wrong!
Why? Why do we need more NCOs to ensure that it's happening? So you're saying that there was a problem. You're admitting that there's a problem
in the barracks
because you need more good order and discipline gifted by the NCO.
I still say why not
can you fit in
I still just say why not use the ones that's not going on leave. It's not a punishment. There's plenty of NCOs that aren't going on leave. I know it happens all the time. So if you can just use the ones that's not going on leave. Let's keep it moving.
Paragraph. And finally, holiday leave will take place as scheduled. Yes, it will for all the other Marines.
Exactly, but for the ones
actually will have their block leave, but you fucked over the NCO so that they can't leave. You're fucking with your Marine leadership's lives. You fucking dunce. Oh, it's scheduled. It won't affect anybody. It's as scheduled. What a political, shitty fucking lie.
See, a lot of
what
people
a bunch
don't
of disgusting asshole.
A lot of people don't like the officer side of the Army because it gets political. Even with the non-commissioned officers, as you move up in ranks, it gets a lot more political, man. And that's why there's a lot of NCOs who just don't like the officer side, man. I don't know. But anyway, what do y'all think, man? Do y'all think this is a good or a bad thing? You know what I mean? If the Marines are freaking fighting, I want to know, did the NCOs see it and let it happen? Did they try to break it up? If they tried to break it up, then I feel like they shouldn't be getting punished at all. It shouldn't be a punishment. And the officers need to freaking They need to do something, man. Let's go.
You have over there. Your retention must be in the fucking trash. The USMC subreddit had a fantastic poem.
Here we go.
Written for Sergeant Major Bradley. Allow me to read it. Every Marine down in 2-7 liked Christmas a lot. But Sergeant Major Bradley, who lived in Battalion HQ, did not. Sergeant Major Bradley hated Christmas, the whole Christmas season. But please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason.
This is crazy.
It could be perhaps that his boots were too tight. It could be his grape wasn't screwed on quite right. But I think that most likely the reason of all is that his ribbon rack was just one car too small.
What the heck, man? News broadcast.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Since the military memosphere exploded with 2-7 memes bashing this ridiculous punishment, the world has been righted once more, and the NCOs in 2-7
they do get their leave?
Can celebrate black leave.
That's crazy,
free
man.
Of any extra duty. It's almost as if a sergeant major done fucked up.
There you go.
And then, when everybody realized how ridiculous it was and trying to put out all the fires of this horrible, horrible cover-up, they thought that, oh, you know what? Maybe we should just do the right thing.
That's crazy, man.
Woo! That's not POB worthy, but damn it, Sergeant Major, at least you saw how fucked up that was and you changed it. Or somebody done told you to. All right. I'm gonna go shit in dirtbag private stocking.
Crazy.
You're a mean one, Sergeant Mage. You're fickle and unkind. Nobody really likes you. That's why you were always left behind, Sergeant Mage. Your belly is filled with bile. You're a dirty, evil leader, and you should run for 15 miles, Mr. Grinch. You're a mean one, Sergeant Mage. This punishment's fucking lame.
This is crazy.
All the junior enlisted men are dancing while the NCOs go insane, Sergeant Major Grinch.
You're just gonna say they did something bad, but not say whatever they did? Yeah. Fuck off.
The officer faces was the freaking funniest part of this freaking video, man. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here for that one. I appreciate those of y'all who freaking requested this. Thank y'all so much. Let's go ahead and get on with it, man. Hit y'all with another. I'm gonna be checking my comment section. Make sure y'all pay attention to detail and put straight up in there one word, hashtag SFAM React. One word. Make sure you put it in there and the link with the freaking video up in there. Y'all feel me? Good evening, SFAM.